What's up, y'all? We got a classic starring Jamie Lee Curtis and a bunch of other great actors. It's The Fog, 1980. Alright, let's get to it.
11:55, almost midnight. Enough time for one more story. 5 minutes. It'll be the 21st of April. It is told by the fishermen and their fathers and grandfathers that when the fog returns to Antonio Bay, the men at the bottom of the sea rise up.
Alright, y'all. So, I got another banger for y'all today. John Carpenter's 1980 film, The Fog, with Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, yeah, Adrienne Barbeau, Tom Atkins, Janet Leigh, Hal Holbrook. Yeah, it's a really great film. I love this one. It's a film like this that really does horror right and really makes you scared throughout the movie. I'd say, especially the opening scenes were good in this movie and interesting. Caught my attention right away. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one to review for y'all. So yeah. 1980 movie directed by John Carpenter. Now, John Carpenter's directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I believe, as well, and some other films, the Halloween films, I believe. We'll get into that later. But yeah, so this is supernatural horror. There's ghosts involved. Basically, the story's set in Antonio Bay. I think it's like fictional town on the north coast of Cali or something. Anyways, yeah, so it's set in Antonio Bay, and it's basically a fable or a story of you know, a shipwreck involving a robbery and a murder of these people. And, it was all planned so that, the founders of this town, Antonio Bay, could steal the gold and, yeah, basically take out their competition and start a town for themselves and settle in Antonio Bay. So, the movie starts on the 100th anniversary of the town becoming official, and so it's the 100th birthday of this town, Antonio Bay, and that's when this all went down too, with the robbery of the boat and the killing of these people. I guess they were pirates or some type of fishermen back. I guess they were fishermen. So it would have happened in like 1880, or I think it's 1990. This film is in 1990 in the storyline. So it would have been 1890 that this shipwreck happened. So yeah, basically the ghosts in this movie are the people that got murdered and set up in this shipwreck robbery. So they're coming back for vengeance on the settlers, children, in the bloodline. They're looking to kill the six conspirators, they say. So the six people that organized this plan and took them out. And one of them in the bloodline is this character, Father Malone, which is he's basically a priest or a leader of this church. And yeah, he ends up finding a journal of of his family, or his ancestors who killed these people. And they, the journal, he's reading the journal, and these people feel so guilty, and they know something bad's gonna happen, but they go through with the killing anyways, for the gold. So once he finds this journal, and it's weird, kind of a wall bursts open in the church he's in, and that's how he finds this journal. So the ghosts do that. But yeah, you got Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. Acting was great in this movie as well. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's amazing. She's good in this movie too. She's kind of really cute here, younger 1980s women, they're so gorgeous. But yeah, she's really good in this movie. Really cute. Adrienne Barbeau is really, really cute as well. Beautiful women in this movie, 1980s, yeah, Adrienne Barbeau, or whatever her name is, plays Stevie Wayne, which is kind of a funny name for a chick, but Stevie, she's the radio hostess, and she's got a great voice, and I love the radio announcer vibe to this movie, and she does a great job in this role. But yeah, it's funny, she's like joking on the air, doing radio with these men, like it's kind of funny. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You watch it to see the joke, but yeah, there's subtle jokes in this movie that are really good. Let's get back to the actors and the characters real quick. So then you got Tom Atkins playing Nick Castle. Now Nick is a really good character in this movie as well. I thought all the characters in this, they really belonged, and they felt like they were in a good place, and it was natural. So Nick is a local fisherman. In the beginning of the movie, I guess his friend's boat, they go missing and they don't return that night. On when these ghosts come back on the hundredth anniversary of when they were killed. So when they come back, they end up killing this ship out at sea fishing. The fog, rolls in and kills them. And then Nick sets out, to see where his friends went, and basically they find the boat with a lot of strange things going on, like the generator's flooded with water, but the deck is dry, things like that. Now, a couple more characters here. So Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, kind of an older woman. She's kind of head of the town council for this Antonio Bay fictional town. I thought this storyline was really good, and the town's name, and Cali, beautiful cinema. Anyways, yeah, Kathy Williams does a good job in this. Now, and then yeah, Hal Holbrook, I mentioned Father Malone. And yeah, that's basically the main actors and the main characters I want to mention in this movie. Now, the ghosts, they're also characters, but they're mostly just killing people, so I don't want to explain them right now. So yeah, this is a great 80s movie for sure. I think this is what the 80s is all about, and this is a perfect movie to kind of describe that 80s vibe. Um, and really good cinema, really good acting. I thought that the cutscenes, the use of music and scary sounds, scary music in this movie, along with the visuals, is really good. I like the Cali scenery in this movie. Um, Bright, sunny place on the ocean. I love the ladies, the radio lady, Stevie Wayne's kind of lighthouse tower where she was doing her, her broadcasts from. And this is where she was seeing the fog roll in, actually, which was really creepy. She's seeing it roll in basically on the coast of this town, and it goes in and it's fucking shit up, um, using inanimate objects, moving them around, doing weird shit, and then it's also killing people. These people become manifest in the fog, and they start like slashing with swords and hooks and all kinds of crazy sailor shit. So it's kind of a supernatural horror slasher thriller. It's a really great movie, and there's a lot going on in this movie. I just love how they did it so well with the slow burn effect of horror, where it's not one big jump scare. It's kind of just eerie and kind of creepy throughout the whole movie. It's not one thing. It's kind of just you feel the fog coming in slowly, and it's killing people. It's getting to new people, and then at the end, there's a really good ending to this film as well. I think they did it almost perfectly. There's nothing bad I can say about this film, other than a couple really cringe jokes they did, like with Jamie Lee Curtis at the beginning with this guy in the truck, Nick Castle. So Jamie Lee Curtis' character is, I guess her name was Elizabeth, but you don't really hear her name a whole lot in the film. She mostly just hooks up with this guy, Nick, and she's kind of just a vibe party girl. Like, she said she was on the road doing something, I don't know, modeling or acting maybe. But yeah, basically she's a hitchhiker, and Nick picks her up in his truck, and then that's when shit starts to get crazy. The fog comes in, and she jokes in the film and says, maybe I'm bad luck. All this bad stuff started happening to you when you picked me up. It's kind of funny. But no, I really like the vibe of these two, Elizabeth and Nick. They were kind of just a cool party couple, like go with the flow, and they're hooking up. But Nick's there watching over her and kind of taking care of her. So like they're together, basically. But I don't know. And then, what else? I really liked the, as I mentioned, the kind of suspenseful horror effect that John Carpenter did in this. I think he's a really good director, and he does horror really well, especially this film. I think this is an underrated horror film a lot of people forget about. Some people might not think this one's scary, but I definitely get the vibe to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that the fog is kind of a dumb concept for horror, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I just think mixing weather, climate with supernatural stuff is really well done when it's done properly, and I think that they definitely did it properly in this film. So that's why I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. it would be a 10 if there wasn't those little, cringe jokes in it and stuff like that. But no movie is really perfect. It's hard to get a 10 out of me, so I'm giving it a 9. I really like Jamie Lee Curtis in this one. Yeah, Tom Atkins and Adrienne as well. And it turns out Adrienne was actually married to John Carpenter at the time of this film, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, she's awesome. I guess she went on to do Catwoman's voice and stuff later in her career. But yeah, this is like peak 80s. Sorry, love this film. I thought the fog aspect is really cool. It was different at the time. You didn't really hear about this type of a film being made. And yeah, even today, I'd say it's still relevant. It's still a really good horror film to check out. It's a classic for sure. You're probably gonna get scared. You know, um, I'll rewatch this one anytime. I don't mind. It's I think the acting's good. The story is scary enough. And it's not like over the top, gruesome, gross horror. It's just it scares you, but it's not gonna like traumatize you or anything like that. It's a good film. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this one. I know I'm probably missing some things I'd like to say on this, as I always do, but hey, check it out. The Fog, 1980. There's something in the fog. All right, peace, y'all. Have a good one.